Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, and great millstone, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through four corners of the globe, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is another sit-down lesson in the news on this April the 17th, 2022, on this Saturday night, 9:04 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this is a news article from the Jerusalem Post. And it says 12 injured in a shooting at a mall in Columbia, South Carolina. Most of these are probably so-called African Americans or so-called Negroes probably did this incident. But children of Israel, they can't really get along with each other. That's why we under these curses. What you read in the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 28 through verse 28 to 54. And then I believe it's another what says Israel is a wild bull in their net. See, that's why you see Jake going around here, had this hostility and animosity towards one another. Like examples like Jake get into a fight, they arguing and stuff. He got his homeboys. The other group got their homeboys. They start firing shots at one another. That's why, Jake got that evil eye towards one another. And I'm gonna read this news article. It's from the Jerusalem Post. As I just read from the title of the headline. And it says there are 12 injured and no fatalities. It says Columbia Police Department Chief Holbrook says a shooting occurred on Saturday at a mall in Columbia, South Carolina. Injuries were reported. And it says what we know is currently that there are 12 injured and no fatalities. He repeat, no fatalities. Columbia Police Department Chief William H. Holbrook said in a Saturday press conference that a very preliminary report, he added. 203 received information about a gunfire at the Gap store at the mall. This prompted a wide response, I meant to say Salakia, by law enforcement. Said it says 10 suffered gunshot wounds and 8 were transported to the area hospital. And the 8th gunshot victims, 2 are in critical but stable, and 6 are in stable condition. There are additional 2 that were injured during the stampede. Holbrook said 3 people were detained. They were classified as people of interest at this point. At least 3 people were seen with firearms inside the mall, and that at least one of them fired a weapon. The chief refused to give out the ages that were detained, Holbrook told reporters. It says we are asking anybody with information that may witness a video or has heard something in the contact of Criminal Investigation Bureau reports. And then this is from the Columbia Police Department. It says statement from the Columbia District. Today's isolated senseless act of violence is extremely upsetting, and our thoughts are with everyone impacted. We are gratefully for those who for the quick response and continue to support our security team and our partners in law enforcement. It says the public is asked to stay out the area. There is an ongoing situation. So, this was earlier today on Saturday, and have a lot of areas closed down. So, that goes into the love of many shall wax cold. There are spirits that are created for vengeance, and I'm gonna bring out that scripture as I mentioned about how Jake, the children of Israel, got that evil eye towards one another, And this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you, the Israelites, which they usually be cool with each other, you know, because because during those times, JK used to have that extreme animosity towards one another. That's what's going on in our community with violent crimes towards one another. Jake be shooting each other, killing one another, hating one another, despising one another, look down upon one another, because these are the heavy curses that the children of Israel is on, It says, so that the man that is tender among you and is very delicate, right? And his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, right? All the 12 tribes, all of the tribes of Israel, especially the top tribe of Judah, they really got that animosity towards one another. That's why you be seeing these incidents that be going on in the news and in our communities on an everyday basis, because they got that perpetual extreme hatred towards one another, and towards the wife of his bosom, and